Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back. We are live. Let's All right, yeah, we're ready to go, man. Lock in, everybody. Welcome back to another stream. We'll let everybody get in here. Let's make sure we're live on all platforms. Leo, Spay, how we doing, guys? So, big turnaround in the markets. Had a push into the all-time highs. No, not quite. We're about 100 points shy of the all-time highs, but yeah, we opened up Sunday night, ran up to 250 points the overnight session with really no pullback. Market opens up, quick dip to the overnight VWAP, and then runs higher. Really didn't see any retracement all night. And so, yeah, I don't want to say I'm surprised to see a sell off. If any trade was going to be taken, it's kind of got to be for me. I know markets are pushing all time highs, but I really, it's hard. It's hard to go long. Literally Sunday night, we open here and just go, slow bleed up and to the right with really no retest of this previous range or even this, even to retest this level here at 24,780s. Just didn't have it. Just went vertical overnight. We open up and get even more extended to the upside. Didn't quite test the stacked high at 25, that key level 25,000. Yeah, so like retracement was on the table. It's tricky though, because you're kind of counter trend trading it, but for me, that's really the only trade there was, and I could see it going lower as well. So let's look. Let's go to a shorter time frame and take a look. What's good, everybody on YouTube? Night, Tony, Leo. Yeah, I'm in Texas, man. I am here in Texas. Tejas. What do I want to look at here? Let's pull up an hourly and then a 5-minute. Let's do that. I could see an extension lower as well. Like we have just a ton of orders from the overnight trend that really haven't gotten tested. We're on a break of VWAP. London range is here if we can kind of bounce above it and then pull back into it. So let's look for a retracement. And then I would totally be open to kind of playing this a little lower, probably under this 850 little V low here at 850. Yeah, because this market's turning over now. It's good, Leo. Yellow. Let's see kind of what a retracement looks like. Let's see if we can get some type of short entry. It's kind of just aggressively bleeding lower. I'd like to see it kind of build some structure within this kind of London range and then maybe bounce to the highs of it, then reject again, because now we have a VWAP above head. So if we can get a VWAP test above head and show resistance there or buying exhaustion, then we could be getting short for a move back into that 850 level. So let's watch. I don't know if we're gonna get it. It's going down with a lot of selling pressure. But we will look to get some trades going. I'm up a stupid amount on this Tradeify account that I only needed a couple $100 on. All right. Let's check, see if we're live on TikTok, all the good stuff. We should also be live on Twitch. I don't know if that's the case. Let me see. Yo, what's good, Trade Lab? I'm doing good, man. How are you? We are live on TikTok. Sick. Should also be live on Twitch. All right, a little bounce here. We're kind of see what this bounce looks like. If it's a weaker bounce, if we start to reject VWAP, might try a quick scalp back into that intraday low. But let's give it some room to at least show some retracement. See if it wants to hold this level or not. Okay. Yeah, we're showing black screen on Twitch. How do we end the Twitch stream here? I don't know. All right, so 864 is current low. Watching this balance to see if we can possibly get in short. We have VWAP at 897. Or sorry, 890. Can't even get a green candle flip at the moment to kind of get into to a potential wick. Like, there's an opportunity here if this can at least show some green, leave a wick, maybe off VWAP, and then sell lower. If I'm going to be trying to get into a short, I really do not want to be trying to short into the lows of a red candle. But let's kind of see if we can trade around 870s, hold for a sec, and then find a better short entry. How was y'all's trading day, trading week so far? I wouldn't hate going short here, but I really would prefer a better entry. And patience is name of the game here. I think VWAP is so close at this point. Like, we were so extended to the upside earlier in the morning. But this is a deeper pullback, so we're kind of a little more balanced at the VWAP now. 100-point sell-off. I feel like VWAP, if we're going to sell, VWAP's close enough right here to current price to at least test. That's kind of the reason I'm not like immediately jumping into. It's not a great retracement so far to jump into a short, but also VWAP. I feel like VWAP's in play, and VWAP's at 890. So when price is consolidating this close to possible upside resistance at VWAP, we'll just kind of wait and see what it looks like on the test. Yo, what's good, Sid? Welcome back, man. Been a minute. All right, here's kind of a test of VWAP. Hourly's flipped green. It's pretty sharp rejection of VWAP. Pretty aggressive. How's Topstep Live? It's awesome, man. Somebody said 4-hour fair value gap. Oh, I don't know, chat. I don't know nothing about it, man. No, I don't trade fair value gaps or ICT, but I know the general context of we just call this an inverse fair value gap, right? This green candle here is an inverse fair value gap. We've inversed this fair value gap. I prefer to call it an imbalance, but we can call it whatever we want, I suppose. But yeah, we did inverse the can't believe I'm talking like this, the fair value gap. We did. And now we're rejecting VWAP on the upside. Our London lows down there at 850. If we see kind of some weak momentum candles off this low, some pretty weak buying pressure off of these lows, then yeah, I'm gonna get a short looking for 850. We will get short there. I'm gonna stop it out above VWAP, and we'll just kind of start. We'll start this trade off with some lighter size. Looking for 850. And I might exit and re-enter if I think we can range a bit. Depends how it looks when we get down there. So I want to see an immediate test of the lows, A63 here. Entry could be better. I prefer to be short 890s. Would prefer to be short 890s there. So New York session low is 863 right now. And then we had a London low right before the bell that 850s. 863 is the low. I want to see the 863s get taken here. If I had a magic bottle here, I would love to know if we're gonna range for a little bit, and if I should just get out now, or if we're gonna. We've already had pretty strong momentum move down. We could consolidate here before breaking. Like we could consolidate for like 30 minutes to an hour before breaking down. Sometimes you see that in moves like this. A little bit consolidation like this before it moves lower. That's just a time factor. You can't ever time. It's hard to time. Timing the market's the hardest part about trading, in my opinion. Obviously the emotional part about it, but being in the right trade at the right time and having it play out when you think it's going to play out is tricky. Targeting not 30 low, yeah. Balance is pretty big. Why do you only trade 3 micros? 3 micros is a lot of size, man. I mean, look, we're up $100 on like 15 points right now. 15 points in NQ is nothing. On Topstep TV the other day, I made $700 with 2 micros. It's a ton of size. It's a ton of size. Plus, we're just getting the session started, really. I'm kind of green on the day already. That's not really the reason, but kind of whenever I approach the day in this, I've already been kind of trading, but we're approaching the stream. We're starting, in my eyes, we're kind of starting the trading session. We start light, and if we're reading the market well, if there's good setups, then we can increase our size. But before we, I don't even know if it's going to be a great day for me yet or anything. So let's kind of start light and see how it goes from there. If we need to size up, we can. That's how I approach it. If today's going to be a losing day for me, I'd rather find out early, take a couple losses on some smaller size positions, than just going in with 5 minis and figuring out, okay, today's maybe not my day. I don't have a great read. If we approach it like this, a little bit smaller size in the beginning of the session, and we're taking good trades and everything's hitting, then we can start to get aggressive. Another pro to that is we can start to get aggressive, and we'll have, if we're trading well enough to be thinking, okay, it's time to size up, then we probably at that point have a good profit buffer, a little profit buffer behind us, so that helps too. It helps to size up when you have a profit buffer behind you, especially when you're trading with risk limitations like daily loss limits and things like that. Okay, we're 10 points off the London low, the pre-market low. I don't want to see us range around right here. I'm aware that we could. Like, this market, in my eyes, sells through 850s here, but whether it happens in the next 5 minutes or next 50 minutes is a question. Dad's in the chat. What's up, Dad? Are you able to withdraw all that 120K? Yeah, you can. Once you're in a live account, that's all yours to take. What's good, Joel? Pretty good, man. What's cut? We're here, man. All right, we're gonna retest the lows. I'd like to see some volume coming in this trade, and it's a 10 point range to the pre-market low. Starting to see some buyers step into it. How many trades do you take max a day? Oh, that's hard to say, man. It really depends how many setups present themselves. Maybe it could be like 1 to 5. Wow, look at this strange price action. See if the buyers off 860s pick up any traction. You don't look half dead this morning. Do I usually? I'm just not a morning person. Not a morning person. I like the way this trade looks. Only thing I'm kind of skeptical of right now is it's just chopping around here. Here we go. Retesting the lows. We need to get a break here though. There's 860s. Any giveaway? I don't currently have any giveaways, guys, unless you got into the fantasy drafts. Really nice buying suppression here, though. Continue red candles on the 5-minute. Off of that retest of VWAP to the upside, we really haven't tried higher prices. I like that. We might cover 1 on the equal low. I'll cover 1 there. I put my order in and we're not getting filled. Topstep, figure it out. I love y'all, but figure it out. Yeah, I covered that about 2 minutes ago. Ugh. They're a little late, man. Topstep X. They're a little late. We'll go break even and just see if we can get a quick flush. This at the equal low should just be kind of a breakout trade now, and we really shouldn't retest the upside. If we do, oh well, we locked in profit, so all good. Put some limit buys in for the 840s if we get the break. Yeah, dude. Topstep X, man. I love Topstep, don't get me wrong. But there's a massive delay. Like, I'm putting orders in and it's 10 seconds sometimes. That's unacceptable. I mean, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Like, I put the order in and then it's like pending order, and then we got to be quick. Got to be quick. Anyways, y'all know I love Topstep, but they would agree that's slow. That's way too slow. Way too slow. Like, there should be no delay. No delay. Yeah. All right. We're kind of slowing down on selling side. I'm gonna. Oh, geez, man. Like, look at this. All right, we've got 1 left. We'll just kind of leave it on and see if we can get continuation through the lows. So look, we caught. Where did we get in? We got in at 80s. Like, look, I put a limit order here, and it took like how long was that? 6-7 seconds. That was like 6 seconds to get that order filled. That's insane. So 80s to 60s, 20-25 point trade. Not bad. Not a bad start. Hey, TikTok guys, we're live on YouTube as well. Not a bad start. And we might go get this 846, so we'll call it like a 30-point trade. We didn't really see any red on this trade, no drawdown, so that's nice. I still like the trade. It's just like the entry wasn't premium enough to like if I was short higher, I really would like to let this run and get more room, but we could simply just range around here, and the entry is so tight that I really would hate to get lock in nothing and then just get chopped out of the trade. Do you ever sorry, this comment's way late, you might not even be in the chat. Somebody said, do you ever tilt? I thought 5 trades a day was tilt. I don't think 5 trades a day is tilt. I don't think 5 trades a day is tilt. I feel like sometimes it's so difficult because I feel like every day is a new day, every day's different, every day's unique in its own way. I feel like sometimes the market environment calls for you to be maybe in and out, have less exposure on certain days and more exposure on other days. Like if we have a strong continuation day where you can get a position early and just hold, and it's just higher lows and just trend continuation, okay, maybe you want more market exposure, stay in trades longer. If we have a choppier day with pretty crazy swings, maybe we want less exposure and just be in and out. Maybe you can trade more frequently, but just be in and out quicker. You know. Okay, big flush share. We got that last order filled there, 847. So I don't think you can show executions on Topstep X, but 80s to 47. Covered most of it, low 60s. So call it a 20-25 point trade average. Got out. Let's see. Paying for data on live. It's like $100 a month. It's not the best, but it is what it is. All right, let's see what the V looks like out of here. We're already 30 points higher after taking pre-market low. You can do it on preferences. Yeah, there's not a preferences tab. I don't see one. Or is, oh, it's over here, right? Yes. Okay, so that trade was short 3 here at 24,881. Covered some low 60s. So yeah, we'll call that like a 20. And then the last one cover 846. Call it like a 25 point trade. Yeah, man, I'm live every day. We can pay real dad on TV, right? See me around $7. Yeah, data's not really expensive, typically. Yeah, so we had a crazy run up overnight, opened near all-time highs and kind of got rejected. Daly's leaving a wick on ES. I didn't think we were just going to sprint back up. I mean, I know it's a strong market, but I did not think we were going to sprint back up. Look at that. Look at all these orders, man. It's just because it's micros. That's why. I probably pay a lot in commissions. You're not live every day? Well, I try to be, man. I try to be. I think we're going to come back. I think we're going to start doing the Asia streams again. Because sometimes I'm on Topstep in the morning. Like 2 days out of the week I'm on top, which I don't mind being on there. I like being on there. We might start doing the Asia streams. Sometimes the Asia streams just get so boring, though. All right, we're in V-shape mode. Let's kind of see what the bounce looks like off. We took the overnight lows. VWAP's still going to be up there in the 80s now. All right, let's take the executions off now. Really strong bearish candle on the hourly as well. Here we go. It's a lot of selling momentum, man. A lot of selling momentum. Bro, now you don't trade on your own account. I do trade on my own account too. You trade gold? I haven't traded in a long time, but yeah, I haven't traded in a long time, but I can't say that I haven't ever traded it. It can be really solid. I just haven't really put a lot of focus into it. But yeah, gold all-time highs, indexes all-time highs. Gold can be solid. Gold can be really solid when it trends. No doubt. You moved to live with Tradeify? Dude, not yet. I'm on payout number 6. I'm on payout number 6 on Tradeify, and I still have not been put in a live account. But I've only taken 40,000 in payouts with Tradeify, and I think you can take like 80 or 100,000 in payouts before like you have to go live. So I'm kind of thinking that's what's gonna happen. But I am on payout number 6. But that'll happen, I'm sure. Yeah, so guys, currently just be patient, kind of let market build some structure here as we got that low day test, see if price wants to hold and accept this range in the low 800s or not. Still got VWAP above head, but we need a little bit more structure to build out here. The hourly is kind of pointing lower on the hourly, but I want to wait for hourly candle closure. I want to see some market structure build out here. Kind of bouncing off the 20 days, or sorry, the 20 candle EMA. Having some structure build out would help us here. So let's be patient. Still like the short idea. It's just that I just exited a short. Now to get back in wouldn't be a bad idea, but kind of be a little bit pointless because I already was short and something told me to exit, and I did exit, so that's the decision I made. So to get back in again would be a little bit silly, at least at the same price, right? This is where I exited. To enter again where I exited would be a little silly. After you take the 6 payout, are you going to move to live? No, I don't. They say you're going to move to live after the 4th payout, but I'm on payout 6 and I haven't been moved to live. And all they say is just keep trading and they'll let you know. I don't think it's going to be a number. I don't think it's going to be payout 7 or 8 or 9. I think it's going to be once I hit like 80K or 100K in sim funded payouts, then I'll get moved to live. Suggest Tradeify over Topstep? No, I suggest Topstep over everything. But they do need to clean up the these orders are going through too slow. How many accounts do you have with him? Let's see. Here we go. These are the 2 accounts. I only had 2 of them. I had 5 of them. I had 5 of these Tradeify accounts, and I was taking the max payout. I was taking like $12,000 payouts. I got through 1 or 2 payouts with the full 5, and then I blew up 3 of them trading with too much size during a 100-point overnight move. So I blew up 3 of them, and then I've had these 2 accounts for like a month or 2, and I've taken another 4 payouts out of these 2. So these are what I have left. I had 5, but I blew 3 of them up. Does Apex do payouts? They do payouts, man, but I think there's better options. I think the last thing you want to worry about is like whether you're going to get your payout approved or denied. There's a lot of rules that are really hard to keep up with. Like that 30% drawdown rule is very hard to like, very hard. Like you got to be on top of your P's and Q's with your risk management and make sure that you know what I mean, you're never drawing down more than 30% of your balance, and it gets even more difficult to do when you're in drawdown already. It's very difficult. I think there's better options. That's all. So I have my fund and futures accounts. I don't currently, but they're a great prop firm. I need to get some more accounts. I haven't. Some firms I have a lot of success with. Some other firms just, you know what I mean? Like Tradeify was cursed. I had been trying to get funded on Tradeify and like get to a payout on Tradeify for like months, and they were cursed. But finally got some traction and got the funded accounts off their feet, and now pretty much taking like 7K a week out of those accounts pretty consistently, pretty much every week. I've taken 7K in payouts every week for the past 4 weeks, so that's solid. Some of them are like, you just got to get them off their feet a little bit, man. Was a really weak price action from buyers off of this low day test. And just a weak range, like little 10 point pop off the low, then it's pretty weak range. Now we're gonna retest. Can't even get VWAP test to the upside. This can go lower, 100%. Hourly candle still almost completely full. Like this is where you want to see buyers step in and kind of put in a significant wick to the upside and retrace this body at least 50%. Start reclaiming levels. Like try to close up a VWAP. At least see an attempt to close up a VWAP here. Nothing. Very strong bearish candle to the downside. Engulfing as well in the hourly. Engulfing a lot of this overnight accumulation by buyers, engulfing most of it. So that doesn't look great. Very tricky to buy that. OMG, a galaxy on TikToks? It's the last thing I expected. Thank you. I've blown maybe 30 accounts, never taking a payout. 70K a week? No, bro, 7K a week. Dude, I'm with you. I've blown a ton of accounts. Just part of it. Just part of it. Just hit the 5th day for payout number 5 on Topstep, but I might wait to actually take it and build the account a little more. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Obviously, don't know your situation, but I always suggest and do whatever y'all need to do. But I haven't been in a funded account with Topstep in a while, but I know that you don't want to take a payout that will leave you with less drawdown than you originally started with. So if you get into a fresh XFA on like a 100K account and your drawdown is like 3,000, you don't want to take a payout that would leave you with less drawdown, if that makes sense, right? Because then it becomes very hard to, right? Because now you're going to try to get to payout number 2 with less drawdown. You're only making it more challenging. Having said that, I'm an advocate for, I think you should take, wow, we did get a retest. So that just a lot of bearish momentum. A lot of bearish momentum. This hourly is not looking like it wants to close strong at all. Kind of watching this. 30s to 45. Pretty quick wick down. Let's let this hourly close here. I think that'll tell us a lot. Yo, the gifts. The gifts. Thank you. Can you... Yes, Eloy, yes. What would you recommend as a safety net? 50K. I don't think you need to build the account up so much to where it's like a tremendous amount of buffer, but I just think generally you should be leaving yourself with more drawdown than you started with, because that's kind of the idea behind like building the account up. If you know you're taking a $3,000 payout and then you're going to be left with $1,000 of drawdown, but you started the XFA, you know, they give you 3K a drawdown, but now you're taking a payout so big that you're going to have 1K drawdown. It just becomes very, very difficult to keep that, right? You want consistent. You need to build it up a little bit. That's what I did. You have to build it up a little bit before you start taking pay. If you want to keep it alive, if you just want to get a payout, and you know, it's tricky. It's tricky. The fact about it is, though, I mean, if you're taking a payout and leaving yourself with less drawdown than you started with, you're just making it. It's just more now. It's more challenging to get payout number 2. It's more challenging. Are you consistent in payouts? Yeah, I mean, I'm consistent with the Tradeify payouts at the moment. It's about the only firm I'm consistent with payouts with. I've had payouts with other firms, but then I blow up the accounts. Tradeify, I've had these accounts for like 2 or 3 months, and I take pretty much every week taking 7K in payouts. So that's fun. Fun to have consistent payouts. All right, we got an equal low here at 30s. See this market bleed a little bit lower. We should have held the original short, guys. This hourly candle is going to close very bearish. We have a few minutes on it. Look how heavy it is. Like this wick just continues to get filled in. A lot of selling momentum. Like that's a statement for sure, right? It's hard to kind of just try to buy reversal when you have a bearish engulfing this strong. We're gonna let this hourly candle close. Looking for any trades? Always looking for a trade, man. I will let you know. You're trading one account at the moment. I'm trading this. Well, in front of your eyes right now, I'm just trading one account, but I have other accounts. I think it's a good idea to have other accounts. Why not? Why not? Why not? I think it's yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good idea to have other accounts. What do y'all think? Spread out your risk a little bit, have multiple accounts. You have a bad day in one account doesn't necessarily mean, well, typically if you have multiple accounts, not to, don't take the exact same trades on them all the time. Don't hedge them, but like don't always, you know what I mean? Like you can decide, okay, I want to be more aggressive in this account today, and this other account, I just want to hit base hits. Okay, we're approaching this hourly candle close now. 5 minutes. How much do you think you've spent before? It wasn't really like I wasn't profitable before I started buying prop firms, though. It's I spent a lot, but I've also taken a ton in payouts, so it's couldn't tell you. Thousands and thousands, probably tens of thousands. What's good, Justice? How you doing? We just keep bleeding lower, man. All these buying tims continue to get faded. Lower and lower and lower. How many points off intraday highs are we down? Over 150? About 150 points. Topstep only gives one live account. Yeah. What lens are you using? It's this Sigma 16 mil on a Canon M50. How low do you reckon we will go? I like the way you worded that. Couldn't tell you, man. Couldn't tell you. This is a failed breakout of the upside to me. So what you have is a failed breakout. Hold on a sec. Okay, so we have, well, first of all, let's start like this. You have futures open last night here in the 700s, mid 700s, and then we just bleed up continuously with really no pullback. London accumulates, kind of sweep of this 850 level, and then we go for a move to the upside, attempting the all-time high break. And then we fell the breakout, trade back into the London range, and now we're through that low. And this is like pulling back into all of this like overnight trend that we really didn't build any structure with this move. We just trended up. Oh, sorry, y'all can't see it on TikTok. Yeah, there wasn't any structure there. We bled up 250 points, right? Bled up 250 points. There's really no structure was built there. Just kind of just bled up like a zombie rally. London accumulates. We fell the break to the upside, and then we sell back in. So, like, for me, it's not totally. I really can see like a move. Try not to get too optimistic with how low we can go whenever we have all-time high markets, but just like within this range in this overnight session, like you could probably see it on like the. It's just like, yeah. I mean, there's just like a ton of weak momentum candles to the upside that I feel like we've already engulfed that move out of the open. We have a lot of selling momentum. I don't see why we can't pull deeper into this zone here. Then you would like look to the left, say, okay, what levels do we have? Previous support here on the hourly. Also have a level there to the upside that got rejected 780s. So this is kind of a zone where you would like to see it. I don't think that this. I could see this going deeper into that kind of the overnight trend, to be honest, a little bit deeper into that, which is another 100 points, but we'll see. It's all low. That was all low volume buying in the overnight session, right? It's just a low volume bleed up. Then we open, fail to break the upside, and sell back into the London range and under it. If we don't see kind of a strong buying intent back to the highs, yeah, we could definitely bleed lower. I'm not totally opposed to trying to short again as well. Just kind of letting it build some structure out. This hourly candle did close pretty bearish. If you have a live account, can you also have an express? No. Nope. VWAP's at 886 here. You wouldn't really want to see a test of VWAP if we're going to keep bleeding here. That would be like a 50% retracement of the hourly candle. That would look not necessarily strong, but with how good this previous hourly candle looks to the downside, you really wouldn't want to see like a 50% retracement here. So we'll see on the test of 860s if we want to sell lower. Maybe we do it here.